Hello, Aspirin here. I'm going to do a little short review. I went online seeing what's going on with Ninja Turtles, and everybody are posting "Rest in peace, Ninja Turtles." Like, they're not going anywhere. If you haven't noticed, I know it's sad that Peter Lord gave it to Viacom to Nickelodeon. Blah blah blah. We all know that. But everybody's like, "Oh, Ninja Turtles will never going to be the same ever again." Okay, I realize all these people who are posting these videos of Rest in Peace shit are like, what, 15-year-olds to 20-year-olds and maybe younger. Okay, if you're my age, we went through way worse than anything ever. So, let me give you a little example what I went through with the Turtles and the other people who are around my age or older. We went through a lot more change than this. This is nothing, okay? Okay, number one, the Ninja Turtles comic book was, black and white. Then we grew up with that stuff. It was good. They look different. Their nose is like way different compared to anything else. And also that they're based in the new movie on the comic book, so it's gonna have the same look on the original TMNT comic book. So don't freak out on it, because it doesn't look like the cartoon. Anyways. And then the Archie came out. And it looks really good, it was a different look. It wasn't like the comic book that we all grew up back in the day with, Raphael Casey and stuff like that. It was a different look. They actually have colors on them. It was like, oh, now we could tell them apart. Still no buckle yet. Not yet. It had, when they're going out in the outer space and they're wrestling. And this looks like some, what was it, some, 12-year-old just doodle on it. So later on, through the comic book, they continue doing the whole wrestling Turtles ones, which I like it when they started actually fixing them up better. They look different later on in the future of that, because they're starting to make them look like different kind of shape of turtles. And then after that, they brought them back to New York City, and everything's fine and dandy. They don't have their old wrestling suit anymore, but Raphael continues staying as the oil-looking, black full skin thing. So that continued on for a little while. They look different, like really, really different. And then later on, the 90s came around, the Turtles got chubbier looking, they have bigger eyes. What else? The other ones? Of course, the buckle thing was definitely new. I mean, they were bigger, but they were chubby. They're chubby turtles. And Char had Bennett thingy. I mean, people didn't like it, but once you're a turtle fan, you're going to stick to it. So I grew up with the series. I grew up with all the cartoons all the way through until they actually ended. I mean, they did change a lot during the seasons because they were trying to base it on the movie that came out, so they're trying to make the cartoon more darker. Like that was like 95, 96 before they got till they ended the season. Then the next mutation came out. At first I thought it was pretty cool and everything. The Turtles looked different. They had a different suit, different weapon. Well, Michael actually had a different weapon. He didn't have his nunchucks. The storyline was cheesy. It was the jokes were lame. What else? They kept the original Stewards from the original movie, but they couldn't keep Shredder's outfit. They couldn't keep, what was it, the Foot Soldiers. Foot Soldiers look like crap. Shredder's costume looks horrible, and he's not scary. He's just like some punk in a freaking metal suit. That's all it was. Then they bring Lord Dragon, all of them. All these new characters are coming up. So a lot of people kind of fell out a little bit. And then Turtles, to me, toys were great. I love the toys, but the series was meh. Then Venus came out, and like I said, Kevin Eastman has nothing to do with the Venus thing. There's some female producer of Fox wanted a female turtle for the female fans, which we have April. But, she came out, and all of a sudden she has magical powers, and la la la. It's like, oh my god, what are they doing? So, but yet we went through that. That was horrible, though. But we went through it, and still became Turtle fans, and still continue going on with the history. Okay, now I have to admit, 2003 made it up for the part 3 of the movie and the next mutation, it was the best. Reason for it, and a lot of people are like, oh, we don't like it, there's no people in Rick City. Yes, I'll admit, it was great, and that I do wish they were in it too, but Peter Lord wanted to do his cartoon more dark, and more of a comic book style, which a lot of people didn't understand that because, like I said, a lot of people who didn't like it are all fans from the 1988 cartoons, so they actually never grew up the whole comic book. But people like me who grew up with the comic book loved it because you see, oh, I have that comic book, or oh, hey, I remember this episode, blah, blah, blah. But they did change it around a little bit here and there, but it was still freaking badass, and I love it. Thank you for bringing out the 2003 Turtles, and so on and so on. So we went through a different change. They look different. They look way better. They're more muscular instead of chubby looking. So we went through another change from that. Then the Fast Forward came out. It was, you know, it was okay. It took me a while to get used to it, but I liked it. It took a while to get used to it because the new suit. So we went through that change as well also. So we went through 2 changes from 2003 to 2006. Then, of course, back to the sewers. It had the 2003, you know, look, but they upgraded. They actually gave them more look, more 3D effect, but they gave them eyes, so that they're trying to get a 2003 and a 1988 look mixed together. But yet, it was still good, and I like it. So. Look at the movie we went through. Part 1. Classic, you can't beat that. Great. Personality is perfect the way it is. The writing's way better. Part 2. It was okay. You know, it wasn't too bad. Wish the professor showed his, you know, his Ultron body, but it's too violent or gory for kids, whatever. But the thing I didn't like about Part 2 is they had those spots all over their faces. Ninja Turtles never had spots. Why did you put that in there? But Part 2 is so good. Talking Razor, fantastic. Then Part 3 sucks. It really, 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 really sucks. Bad. So, the 2007 one, you know, yeah, it was animated. So what? Who cares? Ooh, we love real life. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it'd be great, but it made up for the 2003. It was good. I liked the story plot. It was fantastic. It was different. You know, and you get to see Karai in the movie. But she did tell you the new one that's supposed to come out is going to have Shredder in it. Yeah, see? But the artwork's fantastic. You watch this show, this cartoon, or the movie for quite a while, you start forgetting that it's an actual, you know, animated. It actually starting to look real. I didn't like the Casey and April look. It's too Japanese animated, you know, but it was still pretty good. Let me show you a list of what we went through on every channel of Ninja Turtles, okay? Here we go. Alright, so I'm just going to finish this off by saying that people understand the older crew of the Ninja Turtles. We went through so many changes, so many different looks, so many different comic books, so many different movies. We went through different channels through back and then and now. So what? They're going to Nickelodeon. And let me point something out. Would you rather have him sell his stuff to Nickelodeon? Or would you rather sell himself to Walt Disney? Think about it. Don't get me started about the whole Coming Out Shell tour. It was alright. This music was okay, but it was just weird. So until next time, take care of yourself and happy hunting, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye. Just like no other. I am a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, and I'm going to say it like this forever. No matter what they do with them, no matter how they look, I will always follow my turtles.